ACE Band 9, IELTS, Listening Practice Test.
ACE English. IELTS. Published by ACE Band 9 IELTS. And assessed by ACE English Language Assessment 2019. This recording is copyright. Listening Test 101. You will hear a number of different recordings. And you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions. And you will have a chance to check your work. All recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answer to an answer sheet. Now turn to Section 1. Section 1. You will hear a conversation between a student and an education consultant. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 6. You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
Good morning. ACE Consultants. My name is James. How can I help you?
Good morning. I want some information on college admissions in the USA. Could you please provide me with the details?
Of course.
The student is looking for some information about college admissions in the USA. So, college admissions has been written in the space. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully, and answer questions from 1 to 6.
Good morning. ACE Consultants. My name is James. How can I help you?
Good morning. I want some information on college admissions in the USA. Could you please provide me with the details?
Of course. Could I have your name, please?
Harriet Smith.
Thank you. And your address?
17, Amphlett Road, Church Street, Camberwell, London.
Would you spell that?
AMPHLETT.
Postcode.
SE58QU.
Please tell me your phone number.
You mean the mobile number?
Yes.
It is 099688560075.
May I know how you have come to know about ACE Consultants? From the internet? Or did you watch our promo in any TV program?
No, one of my friends has told me about you.
Okay. Which program do you intend to do in the USA?
I want to do Masters in Finance in the United States.
Okay. Do you want to do Masters in a state university or private university?
I want to know the difference between a state university and a private university.
The difference between private and public universities is the size and the number of degrees they typically offer. Private universities tend to be much smaller than public universities and may have only a few thousand students. Public universities and colleges can be big, and some are huge. One example of a large public university is Ohio State University, home to 42,000 undergraduates.
Do we see more international students in state or private universities?
Not surprisingly, public universities are mostly filled with in-state students. Private colleges, on the other hand, attract students from across the country and around the world. If a geographically diverse student body appeals to you, you might be interested in attending a private college.
How is campus life in each?
Public universities tend to have more spirited, energetic campuses. They may have a huge variety of extracurricular activities, a thriving Greek life, and especially competitive sports teams, although this is true of some private colleges as well. Public universities are more likely to have a party school reputation. Private colleges are smaller and quieter, although they strive to offer varied activities as well. Because elite private colleges and universities often attract more scholarly students, the focus is typically more on academics than on sports, partying, and Greek life.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have time to look at questions from 7 to 10. Now listen. Answer the questions from 7 to 10.
Would you please tell me some top global universities that offer Masters in Finance?
The top global universities that offer Masters in Finance include 1. London Business School, MSc in Finance. 2. HEC Paris, Master in International Finance and 3. MIT Sloan School of Management, Master of Finance and so on.
What programs does HEC Paris offer in finance?
HEC Paris offers two types of programs in finance, MSc Accounting and Financial Management, and MSc Managerial and Financial Economics. The MSc Managerial and Financial Economics at HEC Paris is a unique master's program which allows you to gain key knowledge in economics and finance as well as strong analytical and numerical skills. You will be well prepared for a high-flying career in banking, finance, consulting, and corporate strategy.
What is the average starting salary of a graduate from HEC Paris?
A graduate from HEC Paris receives €55,000 average starting salary.
Does HEC Paris offer scholarships to international students?
All applicants admitted to the HEC Paris will have the opportunity to apply for scholarships. HEC Foundation offers the students over €1 million in aid every year. Do your own research for more information about HEC Paris scholarships. A range of scholarships and funding options available to pay your fees at HEC Paris.
Now turn to Section 2. You will hear a speech delivered by the coordinator of a preschool. First, you have some time to look at questions from 11 to 15. Now listen carefully and answer questions from 11 to 15 as you listen.
Social scientists term the school as a mini-society. It is a society within a society, a miniature society. Just like society, a school consists of students from a different ethnic and religious background, studying in harmony. To live in a society, its inhabitants must possess discipline, orderliness, respect for law and authority. A school is a nursery, where the future generation of the society is taught essential virtues of discipline, respect for elders, teamwork, hard work, and perseverance. Now let us talk about preschool. Since preschool provides children with space where they can learn appropriate classroom behavior at a young age, it can help your child develop a sense of self and independence. A recent longitudinal study of full-day kindergarten in the Evansville-Vanderburgh, Ohio, school district indicates that fourth grader maintained the academic advantage gained during full-day kindergarten. The German term kindergarten was coined by Friedrich Froebel, a 19th-century German educator. He established a school at Griesheim in 1816. There he developed his method of education. Froebel founded his first kindergarten at Blankenberg in 1857. The German government prohibited his method of education. Froebel asserted that children learn best through play, that academics should be left for after the age of 7, and that children need to be in an environment suited to learning through their hands. He believed that a child naturally loves movement, music, and exploration in nature. Stories and rhymes should be the basis for later letter and number skills. However, critics claim that excessive emphasis on play in education is likely to detract the child from serious learning. The technology implemented to teach can sometimes misguide children. Few educational institutions maintain the student-to-teacher ratio appropriately. Lack of proper curriculum, student management strategies and syllabus adversely affects children. According to Alison Gopnik, professor of psychology and affiliate professor of philosophy at the University of California at Berkeley, the direct instruction of teachers in a preschool environment limits your child's creativity and ability to discover new information.
Now you have some time to check your answers. Before you hear the rest of the speech, you have some time to look at from question number 16 to 20. Now hear answer from question number 16 to 20.
Kindergarten is a German word which implies children's garden. Recently, St. Mary's Convent has launched Mary's Kindergarten. It caters to the preschool needs of the children belonging to 12 streets surrounding the playschool. The school is one of the 2 premier schools that have been launched recently. We had studied several preschools to know about both the positive and negative impact of these schools on children's careers. Finally, we have been able to introduce a scientifically planned and designed preschool. Now, a word about the layout of Mary's Kindergarten. The kindergarten, a playschool initially launched as a creche for newborn babies, now serves children aging between 2.5 years and 4. The playschool is located at 10 Greenway Road. To enroll your child, you will need to visit the reception first. On registering your ward's details, you could visit the kindergarten by entering it through the main gate that is near the reception area. As you enter the building, you face the admission office behind which the director's cabin used to be and now functioning as the IT room. The kindergarten has over 17 children at present, although it could accommodate about 90. At the moment, the children are placed in Alfonso Block, which is just behind the staff room that is adjacent to the reception. The canteen, which lies just opposite the kitchen, is accessible to visitors. The director's office, which is diagonally opposite to the canteen, is always open to the staff and the parents but weekends. Applications for new enrollments are available at the reception counter. The reception is open on all days this month and the coming month till the admissions are closed.
Now you have some time to check your answers. Now turn to section 3.
Please like, subscribe and share our channel. For more practice tests, please press the notifications bell.
Now, you have some time to check your answers. Now turn to section 3. You will hear a conversation between a student and a coach who explains to the student how to prepare a recipe. First, you have some time to look at questions from 21 to 25. Now listen carefully and answer questions from 21 to 25.
Hi. Good morning, Mr. Gordon.
Hello, good morning, Anne. How are you today?
I am fine, thank you. You said that you would teach me how to cook brown rice.
Yes, I am going to do that. Do you eat brown rice at home?
Not usually. Recently, I have read an article mentioning the health benefits of eating brown rice. It says that brown rice contains all the essential body nutrients. The unrefined grains retain more vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, but proteins. Hence, I want to learn how to cook it.
Yes, you have read it right. Brown rice is white rice with the bran layer left intact. The hearty layer is packed with nutrients, which is why brown rice is often touted as a healthier choice than its more processed white relative. Brown rice and white rice have similar amounts of calories and carbohydrates. Brown rice is a whole grain and a good source of magnesium, phosphorus, selenium, thiamine, niacin, vitamin B6, and manganese, and is high in fiber. White rice, unlike brown rice, has the bran and germ removed, and therefore has different nutritional content. Brown rice's health benefits are partially due to the way it is prepared. According to the George Metellian Foundation for the World's Healthiest Foods, brown rice is a whole grain, meaning that it contains 3 parts of the grain kernel, the outer, fiber-filled layer called the bran, the nutrient-rich core called the germ, and the starchy middle layer called the endosperm.
Oh, Is it so?
Now, you have some time to look at questions from 26 to 30. Now listen carefully and answer questions from 21 to 30.
Have you bought brown rice?
No, not yet. I have no idea about storing raw brown rice. Some say that raw brown rice must be stored in the fridge. Others say that brown rice remains fresh for longer periods even in room temperature.
Raw brown rice can be stored in the cupboard but is best used within a few weeks of buying it. If you don't cook with brown rice very often, storing it in the fridge will help keep it fresh for longer.
Okay, and what about cooking brown rice? What do I need to buy to cook it? I mean, do I need a rice cooker?
The general perception is that brown rice cannot be cooked without a rice cooker. However, you seldom need a rice cooker or any special equipment to cook it. You just need a pot with a lid and a kitchen stove. I don't mean that one should not cook brown rice in the rice cooker. Since brown rice is highly starchy, I would recommend that it be cooked in a pot.
Okay, now, please explain to me the cooking procedure.
Oh, sure. Add 6 cups water to 1 cup brown rice. For taste, you might add salt, soy sauce or other desired seasonings. Bring a large pot. Place the 6 cups water per 2 cups of rice in it. Sorry, a cup of rice. Make sure that you measure the water correctly. However, you don't actually have to measure the water as long as you're using a large enough pot. Boil uncovered for 30 minutes. Drain off the remaining cooking water and return the rice to the pot. Cover the pot and let the rice rest, off the heat, for 10 minutes. Fluff, season as desired, and serve.
Are there any varieties of brown rice available?
Yes. Basmati, short grain, long grain, and jasmine are some varieties of brown rice available in the market.
Does the cooking procedure differ from one variety to another?
This is another assumption may carry that the cooking procedure differs drastically from one variety to another. In fact, the variation hardly has any bearing on its cooking methods. However, some varieties may take slightly more time to fully boil than the others do.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Gordon. I think I will begin to cook it today.
Great. You are welcome.
Now, you have some time to check your answers.
Please like, subscribe and share our channel. For more practice tests, please press the notifications bell.
Section 4. Listen to a lecture on the social organization and migration of the Yakko people. Answer from question number 31 to 40 as you hear the lecture. You have some time to go through questions from number 31 to 40.
The Yakko are the tribal people who live in the Cross River region of eastern Nigeria. They are mainly yam farmers. Their main cash crop is palm oil. The Yakko occupy compact villages divided into wards, each containing several patrilineal clans. Patrilineal descent governs rights to farmland, house sites, and cooperative labor. Men of the same patrilineal clan live together and cooperate in farming activities. The head of the clan arbitrates disputes, performs clan rituals, and represents the clan in external relations. Although the Yakko exhibits a very high degree of social heterogeneity, the tribe is characterized by linguistic, political, religious and cultural homogeneity. In the absence of written records, linguistic, political, religious and cultural homogeneous patterns are the most dependable evidence of establishing descent and biological connections. Secular and ritual authority within the village wards is vested in a group of ward leaders, led by a ward head. Secular and ritual authority for the entire village is concentrated in a council of village priests. The village head is the priest of the paramount fertility spirit. Traditional Yakko ritual is concerned with sacrifice, invocation or control of spiritual beings, and divination. Supernatural beings include a creator god, protective tutelary spirits, malevolent spirits, and the ghosts of the dead. Many Yakko are now Christian. The Yakko numbered 38,204 people at the last published census, 1953, that listed their settlements separately. They have for the most part been administered from Obubra town, but have variously been included in Ogoja province, under British and early Nigerian administration, in Cross River State, in the 1970s, and, in Akwa Ibom State of southeastern Nigeria, West Africa. The territory of the Yakko, just over 150 square kilometers in area, has been related that the ancestors of the Yakko migrated northward, relatively recently and perhaps as late as the early 19th century, from the area of the Oban Hills, which lie to the southeast. The migration of the Yakko from their ancestral homeland started at about AD 1617, when a misunderstanding between the Yakko and their neighbors, arising from the violation of a burial custom, forced their neighbors to wage a war against them, leading to them being driven from their homeland. The Yakko migrated from that ancestral homeland to look for a new homeland following a military defeat from Ukba. About AD 1660, some Yakko migrants founded new homelands in their present locations. Between 1707 and 1737 yet another wave of Yakko migrants founded Mkpani settlement. The reasons for the relocation of populations in new settlements by the Yakko is mainly due to competing demands for land resources, as a result of growing populations in one hand and unresolved conflicts in the other. This development is aided by the patrilocality of marriages and strong patriarchy in the family system. It was thus easy for patriclans to relocate to new settlements. This has produced slight parallelism in names of patriclans and strong parallelism in names of matriclans in all the Yakko settlements. European influence began to have an effect on the Yakko only in the last years of the 19th century. In 1895 the British were engaged in extending their influence up to the Cross River, particularly with a view to breaking the power of certain, non-Yakko, river trading settlements that were seeking to control all traffic on the river. That year, a small expedition of 200 members of the constabulary and their indigenous allies attacked the Okamura town of Ediba, from which some traders regularly went to deal with the Yakko. Serious clashes took place the following year at the Yakko settlement of Ikari, near the river. According to Aden traditions, influential traders had organized a resistance force consisting of groups from the Aden as well as the Yakko. This force was defeated, however, and Ikari was burned by the British, apparently ending concerted opposition, although it was reported in 1905 that the Ikari themselves were still defiant.
Now, you have some time to check your answers.
For more practice tests, please subscribe and press the notifications bell. Thanks.